McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. That money, that money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
Because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
Joe Rogan publicly challenged Floyd Mayweather, raising doubts about claims that he controls 60 properties valued at $42 million. Numerous credible sources have disputed these statements, arguing the figures Floyd references are largely inflated. While he portrays himself as running an expansive commercial portfolio, available evidence points to a financial picture that may be less stable or substantial than what audiences are led to believe based on public perception overall.
Just piecing him up. Boxed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. Floyd was just boxing him up, which is what he does. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him. It doesn't even hurt his record. Also, money. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
he's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like that.
Right. That's smart.
And then you get Floyd's Air Force Ones given away for charity. That's a tax write-off. And all sorts of things that goes.
Yeah, you got a good point. But those $1 million watches, they're not giving you.
As the years went on, Floyd evolved from a lively, crowd-pleasing fighter into the character branded as Money Mayweather. Joe Rogan noted that Floyd gradually moved his focus away from the thrill of boxing itself and instead prioritized financial gain, frequently displaying minimal regard for the opponents standing across from him in the ring.
Went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit. And he's like, look at my $1 million watch. Look at my jet. Look at my house. Look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed. Like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes. But when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And
the figure is roughly $5 million. And that alone explains why some fans feel negatively toward him. Joe Rogan has stated that Floyd is remembered less for his technical ability in boxing and more for the wealth he accumulated. He remains one of the most recognizable fighters in the sport's history. That said, Rogan has openly dismissed the idea of Floyd competing in MMA and firmly believes he would struggle badly there. This highlights how even respected analysts have questioned whether his abilities would translate beyond the boxing arena.
Floyd Mayweather applying for MMA license wants 6 to 8 months to train. He's screwed. First of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on to get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight.
You'd be screwed.
It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be a 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to suck, but Conor's going to get a hold of him. And then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way the way from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien range.
Joe Rogan discussed Floyd's level of power by recounting an incident where Mayweather allegedly had a referee taken out during a fight. Rogan emphasized that only a fighter with elite status, massive popularity, and significant influence in boxing could make something like that happen. The story further illustrates how Floyd's wealth and position have played a major role in shaping different aspects of his career.
Referee said Floyd Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was
Joe Rogan thinks Floyd's intense desire to win was shaped early in life, since both his father and uncle were highly competitive and raised him to constantly challenge himself in everything he pursued. That foundation played a key role in his rise as a dominant fighter during his prime. However, Rogan also suggests that this same mentality now carries over into how Floyd approaches financial decisions and business matters in the present day.
boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time. And
Floyd has claimed that he brings in $3 million each month and has even suggested his income surpasses that of Bill Gates. While these remarks may impress casual fans, those familiar with the mechanics of boxing purses and pay-per-view revenue view them as highly improbable. Numerous experts have pushed back on these claims, stating that the math behind such earnings does not realistically add up.
Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8.5" and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So
he has repeatedly stated that wealth is the central priority in his life and has mentioned wanting his children to pursue the same career path he chose. According to him, his ultimate objective is to create financial security that can be passed down to future generations. Still, this outlook has drawn criticism from those who believe his emphasis on money outweighs the importance of personal principles and character.
We've been building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do this.
Despite earning enormous amounts of money, there have been repeated allegations claiming Floyd failed to pay what he owed to others in the sport. One of the most widely discussed accusations came from rapper 50 Cent, who claimed Floyd took $2 million from him during a period when Floyd was incarcerated. According to 50 Cent, Floyd had asked him to oversee his promotional work, prompting him to invest his own funds. After Floyd's release, however, 50 Cent said Floyd acted as though the agreement had never existed.
I brought him over while Floyd was, incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Yeah.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, you know, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when
are we talking over 2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, you know, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he told me
50 Cent went on to make additional claims beyond that single incident. He later stated that a number of people in Floyd's inner circle do not genuinely care for him. According to 50, Floyd is overly consumed by money and lacks deeper personal principles. He also said that Floyd frequently flaunts his riches and position, which makes it difficult for others to admire him for much more than what he accomplished inside the ring.
Yeah, that's what you think. Is get the money, spend the money. All that money. Yeah, it took been 2 years. So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your, you know, your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now. Do you think step back in the ring? I think you got to right now. But
Floyd's financial controversies extend further. Logan Paul has publicly claimed that Floyd still owes him money from their exhibition match. Despite the huge publicity and the substantial sums involved, Logan says he hasn't been fully paid. This incident reinforces the pattern of Floyd prioritizing money, often in ways that generate public debate and criticism.
Logan Paul. Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul. Tyson Fury. What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has. Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million. So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6.
Oscar De La Hoya has weighed in as well, suggesting that Floyd continues to fight primarily for financial gain. De La Hoya points out that boxers who live extravagantly often risk losing their wealth over time. Given Floyd's lavish spending on luxury cars, designer clothes, and private jets, this concern appears quite reasonable.
Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Floyd frequently attracts headlines for his extravagant purchases. He reportedly owns a single watch worth $18 million and claims to have hundreds more, each valued in the thousands. While these displays draw public fascination, they also spark doubts about whether such a high level of spending is sustainable, even for someone with Floyd's reported fortune.
$1.8 million. $1.8 million watch. $1.8 million, dude? You're the first to see it. That's insane. That 1.8 is high. 18 life. That happy birthday, champ. That's how we do it. That is sick, dude.
But
Wow.
you gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
No,
Hold on.
This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece. That's
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one. $1.8 million. It's like it's a one of one. I love that.
One of the voices commenting on this said the bout between Floyd and Conor McGregor was largely motivated by money. Although Floyd had already stepped away from the sport, he returned for a reported $100 million payday in an exhibition fight. For someone so driven by financial gain, this was simply another example of him leveraging his fame to generate massive earnings.
For your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah,
makes sense.
That's one thing.
Okay. What was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Gentlemen, let's do this.
Nah. A bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Nah. Sneak this that's that shit I don't like.
Floyd has always been outspoken about his accomplishments. He often asserts that no other fighter in history has reached his level of success. While his self-assurance is unmistakable, these continual comparisons serve both to enhance his personal brand and to invite skepticism and criticism from observers.
You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather.
He agreed to fight Logan Paul for financial gain, yet criticized Mike Tyson for taking on Jake Paul later in life. Fans and commentators were quick to point out the inconsistency. This highlights how Floyd frames money-driven matches in a way that suits him, while applying different standards to others.
Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, what is your reaction? When you watching boxing for free, you can have millions and millions and millions of views. But when you're watching Floyd Mayweather, you have to pay. I think WWE is good for Logan, and Jake Paul, easy. At 48, too easy.
Tyson has shared his thoughts on Floyd as well. He mentioned that he doesn't have a favorable view of him, pointing out that even in retirement, Floyd constantly flaunts his wealth and However, certain methods he has used to accumulate wealth have sparked ethical questions. Instances like unpaid obligations and exaggerated earnings suggest that, at times, his definition of success may prioritize appearance over integrity.
Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up. So Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on